The Samsung Galaxy S26 phones are still a few months away, but renders have already surfaced, showing off all the versions in the lineup. It appears that Samsung's next Ultra flagship phone is taking a step back in time, since the phone looks a bit antiquated comparison to its predecessor. Of course, looks are subjective, and I've already been very vocal about the S26 Ultra revamp before. The Galaxy S26 Edge also seems eerily familiar to anyone who's been keeping up with the iPhone 17 Pro redesign, but let's take a look at the Galaxy S26 Ultra next to the S25 Ultra. Two items that quickly call attention to themselves are the now confirmed extra rounded corners and the rear camera module. The rounder edges continue Samsung's practice of making its phones look more like the iPhone, giving up their trademark boxy style that the company abandoned with the S25 Ultra. Meanwhile, the camera module itself is, in my opinion, simply unpleasant to look at. This is, unless I am misremembering, the first time that I do not feel any temptation to acquire the latest and greatest Galaxy flagship. Again, looks are subjective, because I am of the very unpopular opinion that the iPhone 17 Pro looks wonderful. The rounder, un-Galaxy-like corners, coupled with a camera module straight out of 2021, makes the Galaxy S26 Ultra look absolutely old next to its outgoing predecessor. There are certainly valid reasons for the camera module. Some reports suggest that it's for camera upgrades, but that doesn't mean that I have to push myself to enjoy it. The same 5000 mAh battery doesn't help matters either. Samsung and Apple are contrasting methods on how to approach their flagship devices. While Samsung will continue to shrink them down for cosmetic reasons, Apple is now bulking up its Pro versions so that they can handle bigger batteries. If you're an Android user through and through, I think that it's time to seriously start evaluating the Google Pixel 10 or other amazing offers like OnePlus or Xiaomi. I have no idea what Samsung is thinking, but the S26 Ultra will not wow people as the Z Fold 7 did. While all the hype this week might be about the iPhone 17 that's releasing tomorrow, let's not forget the next Samsung flagship, the Galaxy S26. Fresh leaks may have revealed the design of these phones and hint that the S Pen stylus will be still around. Renders shared by well-known source on leaks and Android headlines reveal that next year's Samsung Galaxy S26 Edge will be adopting an appearance that's something like the speculated iPhone 17 Pro, with a raised camera bar across the back of the case. Otherwise, we can see the unique thin frame of the Edge, which is believed to be one of 3 Galaxy S26 phones launching in January. The rumor is that the Plus model is likely to be dropped in 2026, and that the ordinary model would gain the Pro designation. More unauthorized renders uploaded over at Smart Prick show the S26 Pro, the S26 Edge, and the S26 Ultra, and match the original leak in terms of a raised camera bar on the Edge variant. The other two acquire somewhat higher camera bumps, although on a far lower scale. It's likely that all of these renderings derive from supply chain information that's being used in the production process. It is a fair probability that these will be the final S26 designs. However, of course, nothing is certain until it's officially confirmed by Samsung. Adding to the rumors, we have the renowned Tips to Ice universe reportedly stating that the Galaxy S26 Ultra is once again going to accept the S Pen stylus, and that Samsung will still find room to incorporate an integrated slot for it. Given the curvier appearance that's predicted for the S26 Ultra, it wasn't known if there would still be room for the S Pen this time around, but it now looks as though pen lovers can rest easy about the feature being included. If the rumors are true, we'll have another Samsung event on Monday, September 29, where we'll see the long-awaited releases of Samsung's Android XR headset and trifold smartphone. After that, it should be a January launch for the Galaxy S26 series. Multiple signs have emerged that the Galaxy S26 Ultra will offer considerable design modifications. The handset is believed to have a more curved form, therefore veering away from that distinctive Galaxy Note silhouette that it has embraced for a few years now. Leaked dummy units have also exposed the presence of a camera island at the back. New information reveals that there may be 2 elements that will contribute to its comeback. As highlighted on X, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is projected to be smaller than its predecessor, 8.2mm versus 7.9mm. The cameras on the Galaxy S25 Ultra aren't contained on an island and jut out directly from the back glass. A slimmer phone would boost the profile of the camera lenses, which are also expected to be improved and would thus be thicker. The improved S/1.4 aperture of the primary sensor is said to add 1 mm to its thickness. The camera protrusion of the Galaxy S25 Ultra measures 2.4 mm. It would go up to 3.7 mm when you account for these two things, the thinner phone and the thicker camera. Adding a camera island would lessen this protrusion and offer a more balanced look for the final design. It all makes sense on paper, and all of the leaks so far point to a camera island being added to the S26 Ultra. More clarification should emerge in the following months, as further leaks will surely appear. Samsung is set to debut the Galaxy S26 series in January next year. The company is also likely to replace the Plus model in the range with the Galaxy S26 Edge. The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra leaks continue to come in, and we recently saw camera specs surface online. Now, a reputable leaker has provided even more facts about the Ultra phone's camera technology. Tipster Ice Universe has stated on Twitter that the Galaxy S26 Ultra's 50 megapixels 5x camera would have an f/2.9 aperture. That's substantially wider than the S25 Ultra's s/3.4 shooter. So what does that mean for users then? Well, a bigger aperture enables higher light intake, and more light yields a brighter photo with fewer noise. A larger aperture is particularly advantageous at night or indoors, allowing for brighter, cleaner photos in these settings. Another benefit of a wider aperture is that the camera shutter doesn't have to stay open as long, resulting in photographs with decreased blur. Finally, a wider aperture delivers a shallow depth of field, which should permit portrait photographs with more realistic bokeh effects, a hazy background. That means the camera app doesn't have to primarily focus on software-based depth effects, which might look unfinished. We're consequently expecting the S26 Ultra's 5x camera to take higher quality low-light photographs with less blur, as well as improved portrait mode images. For what it's worth, we thought the Galaxy S25 Ultra was disappointing in our camera zoom shootout earlier this year. So we expect the Galaxy S26 Ultra puts up a serious fight against next-generation competition. This leak also comes as several companies offer telescopic cameras with wide apertures. The Vivo X200 Pro has a 200 megapixels f/2.7 periscope camera, 3.7x. The Xiaomi 15 Ultra delivers a 200 megapixels f/2.6 periscope shooter, 4.3x, and the Pixel 10 Pro includes a 48 megapixels f/2.8 periscope lens, 5x. In reality, the Huawei P60 Pro was a forerunner back in 2023, providing a 3.5x periscope camera with an f/2.1 aperture. So this upgrade is clearly overdue for Samsung. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting tech news and updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.